What's going on, guys? It's Dakota, and today I'm going to be talking about creating your trading plan. Now, someone messaged about this in the chat last week. I believe it was actually over the weekend or on Friday, and I said I was going to talk about it on Monday's call, but I forgot, and it just ran across my mind as I was about to start backtesting. But I decided to just record a short little video on it. In the future, I will go ahead and do a really detailed video explaining, breaking all this down and breaking my personal one down. But I promised that I'd get this out today, so, or at least I said I would, so I'm gonna do it. So I divided it up into 5 sections basically, and the first step is preparation. Okay, and we're thinking of this in a one trade sense. Okay, like every trade that you place, you want to have this system set up for it, and this is the system that you follow, right? Once you develop a system, it's a whole lot easier to act that out, and there's not much to think about. Like, you already have the rules, it's just place them in. Now, in each one of these boxes, there's gonna be a deeper denomination of it. Okay, there's gonna be another system within it, which you'll see as I explain it. But anyway, preparation. The first thing with preparation, it's basically you studying. It's all the studying, the preparation, the time that you trade, the back testing that you do, the studying of a certain pair, or studying of a certain currency that you do, right? So it could be like looking at the DXY. Could be back testing this pair off of 100 trades, or back testing over X amount of whatever, right? Trying to figure something out, right? Basically, you developing a plan. That's that entire process. Okay, and my general process in the preparation stage is to say, okay, before I can place this trade, before I can place a trade on this pair, I need to at least have back tested this pair for 100 trades. I want to gather information to see if I'm actually profitable with this pair, or if the market looks funny to me, like I'm not able to capitalize off of moves because I'm not able to see them as they're occurring. Okay, so backtesting really helps me out with that. And that's really the first barrier that I have to hop over in preparation. I also want to ensure that it lines up within my trading time. So I trade between 7:30 and about 10 o'clock. But usually only takes me, like, usually by 7:30 I'm just setting alerts, and after that point I'm just waiting for those subs within that time frame. So at least right now, if big moves happen on this pair, this is where I want them to happen. Does this happen? And back testing or even demo trading, analyzing that pair enough so I can get that information, so I know exactly how I'm going to execute this when it's time to actually act on it live. Next, after preparation, after you got all the information that you have in it, like your setup. So whatever strategy you're going to be using with this pair, this is what you're looking for. You're waiting for your setup, and within this box of this setup, you're waiting for all your confirmations. Okay, so if you have a list of confirmations, if you just have a checklist, okay, so within this box is your checklist. You're saying, okay, I'm waiting for this, all this to line up. I'm waiting for my emails to cross. I'm waiting for my waiting for price to hit my zone. I'm waiting for a specific pattern. I'm waiting for a trend line to be hit. All your confirmations are in this box. Before you ever hit a button, that's where it is. Okay, you want to ensure all your confirmations are there. After you see all your confirmations, it's in the time frame that you trade, you move on to the next box. You haven't hit the button yet. Okay, you have not hit the button yet, because all you have are your confirmations. We have to manage risk before we ever enter a trade. Okay, risk management. This is your own rules. Now, I have personal preferences. Like, I don't like risking more than 1%. I actually don't risk more than 1% on any trade right now. So I'm either risking 1/4% on a trade, 0.5% on a trade, or 1% on a trade, and I have criteria for that, so I know exactly what I'm going to be risking at any given situation. So if I start off flat, I'm going to be risking 0.5%. If I'm in drawdown, I'm going to be risking 0.25%. So I don't continue losing 0.5% every single trade, because I may be on a losing streak and I have to figure out what's going on. Why am I in this losing streak? Is the market just not acting the way that I'm anticipating, the way that I've studied? Do I have to change the setup that I'm looking for on this pair? Something like that, right? That's something to analyze. And if I risk 1%, that means I'm on a winning streak, and I increase my risk because I want to profit from this winning streak as much as possible without overexerting the amount that I'm risking. Okay, now once that's settled, you also want to have before you place a trade, you also want to know, okay, does this meet my profit criteria? Can I get at least, my personal is a 2-to-1 or greater on this move that I'm about to place? If I can get that, if my stop losses can be in place in an appropriate area, and I can get at least a 2-to-1, then I'm taking the trade. After all that criteria is met, after I'm comfortable with taking on the risk, after I see the potential on the trade, I go ahead and take the trade. I hit the buy or sell button. After that, it's trade management. Trade management is just, while you're in the trade, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? If you're paying attention to this one move, this one trade that you just placed, while I'm in the trade, I'm waiting for a pattern to give me more information about where ultimately the market could go. Is the market looking to go towards my stop loss, or is the market looking to go to my TP? Or irrelevant of my trade, is the market looking to push up, or is the market looking to push down, to put it simply? Okay, a pattern is going to tell me that. When I see certain patterns in the market, it tells me I need to close, because throughout back testing, throughout live trading, throughout all the trades I've placed, I've realized, okay, certain patterns mean most likely the market's going to reverse on me and I may not get my move that I look for. That's fine. I'll go ahead and cut the trade. Okay, also within this trade management box, you're looking for what's it called, break even. Sorry. So market moves up a certain amount, or you see a certain pattern, or another setup has occurred, you go ahead and move your stop loss to break even. Okay, when this happens, I'm going to move my stop loss in profit. When this happens, I'm going to do whatever, right? I'm going to cut the trade. I'm going to just hold. Those type of things. So you want to map out every possible situation that could occur while you're in this trade. Okay? And you want to have a rebuttal for it. You want to be able to say, okay, if this happens, this is what I'm going to do. If this happens, this is what I'm going to do. And you shouldn't be happy-go-lucky with this. You have to prepare for the absolute worst scenario. The worst thing that could happen, you have to be prepared for it. The best thing that could happen, you have to be prepared for it. Okay? Don't hide information from yourself throughout any of this process. Make sure you know every single direction that make sure you know every possible thing that could possibly happen. Obviously, we can't tell the future, but have a good idea and give yourself enough avenues to understand what you're going to do in given situations, because you don't want to be blindsided and then not know what to do when the situation arises. Okay, now after all that, after you did your preparation, you got your setup, you went ahead and managed your risk, you met your criteria, you entered the trade, now you're managing the trade. Let's say the trade closed after this point. After the trade is closed, after the trade, you're going to go ahead and log your trade in a trading journal. Okay, and this is extremely vital, because you want to keep track of all this information so that you can review it. And the reason you want to review it is so you can see, okay, here are some flaws. This is why, after the last 20 trades that I placed, I'm noticing this habit. I'm noticing I'm exiting too early. I'm noticing I'm not holding my trades long enough. They usually hit take profit. I'm noticing that I'm holding my trades too long and they keep coming all the way back to stop loss, or I'm moving my stop loss too early and it's hitting break even. Okay, now with that information that you just got from your trading journal, like after you logged your trade in your trading journal, made notes and everything, you can go back and you can say, okay, if I'm moving my stop loss to break even too soon, what should I adjust? In this 5-step system, what should I adjust? That's going to be my trade management, because I move my stop loss in the trade management phase. So if I move my stop loss in the trade management phase, when am I moving my stop loss? Okay, that's too early. So where's another area, or what else could occur that's a little bit later that would allow me to move my stop loss to break even, but not allow me to move it too early to the point where I'm not profiting from any trade that I place. Okay. Or you're cutting your losses you're cutting your trades too early. Again, that's trade management. You're already in the trade. What can you adjust to say, okay, when this happens, I should be holding the trade. I shouldn't be moving my stop loss. I shouldn't be closing the trade. I shouldn't be doing anything. I should go outside. I should go watch TV. I should go relax or something. I should go back test. Okay. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Did it in pretty much a 12-minute video. Quick review preparation. Again, anything to prepare before you place the trade. Like, in my personal is like I meditate, I read a book, I meditate, and then like before I trade on a particular pair, I go ahead and back test that pair. Setup. All your confirmations are met. Alright, that's real simple. All your confirmations are met within whatever strategy that you're using. Risk management, your risk criteria is met and you're getting the proper reward for this trade. You have a possibility for the proper reward from this trade. Your trade management, that's you managing the trade while you're in it. Moving your stop loss, cutting your trades, holding your trades, all the possible events that could occur while you're in the trade. You have preparations met for that, and you know what you're doing in any given situation for the most part. After your trade is trade journaling, reviewing it, and seeing which one of these 5 boxes or which one of these 4 boxes that you can improve so that the results that you're getting can be better, or at least the way that you want it. But I hope that helped, guys. Again, apologize for not talking about this on the call, but if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and comment in the comment section. If you want to join the Discord channel, the link is in the description. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, the link is also in the description. And I'll catch you guys later.